Good morning, precious people. Here we are together. It's another fresh day, and I'm so thankful for your irreplaceable light and the wisdom and experience that only you can bring into the world. Today is a gift filled with possibility, so let's open it with kindness and curiosity. So just remember, we're all still growing and learning, so let's show ourselves and other people some grace and mercy today. Let's grab our nearest drink and check in with ourselves. Look at, I have almost finished my coffee already. What? Ta-da, done. Now, whenever I drink coffee, I try to drink something non-staining after it. This is my brain drink, or I'll drink water or something. Also, in my purse, I keep this like whitening gum. So sometimes if I'm out and about and I have some coffee or chocolate or a tea or something, I try to rinse my teeth with water or something. So that is delicious. Also, last week or the week before, I made and posted on YouTube, I think, a video about how to make your own natural toothpaste with coconut oil and baking soda and a little peroxide and peppermint extract. My husband and I have been using it. Well, it was funny. Leading up to that, my teeth were getting very stained. My dentist appointment is coming up soon, thankfully. But drinking so much coffee has been making my teeth stained. So I used this and it was really good. So if you want to search up on my channel on YouTube, you can find that natural toothpaste recipe. I think it's in the shorts, maybe. I can't remember. But I had this thing on my gum that was very sore and it was tender to touch. It might be what is it called when there's a swelling under the gums? An abscess or something? I don't know if that's what it was, but I could see like a bruise between two of my teeth on my gum. Maybe something poked me or something. And it was hurting for quite a while, and I started using that toothpaste, and it actually helped it. So I don't know if that did anything, but it's really good at whitening your teeth. I haven't used it for 2 days, and I've been drinking my coffee, so I had a mocha yesterday too, so that's probably even worse. And I did not use my toothpaste. I just did a dry brush the last 2 days. It is very salty is the thing. It kind of gags me a little. I have to get used to it. So just warning, when you make this natural toothpaste, that baking soda is very salty. I want to talk about parenting today because I feel like there's so much wisdom in the Bible, and science gives us so much insight into like children's brains and bonding and things like that, that if we look at both of those things, it can make us better parents. And I mean, that's what I'm always striving for. I actually made sure my box of tissues was here because I know I'm probably going to get a little weepy. I love my kids. Talking about kids, other people's kids, I love kids. I love children. And I always want the best for them. So I hope that something I say in this video can help somebody, help their children, and make people's lives better. That's what I'm really, really hoping for. So let's see. It's the most influential village that a child exists in is its own family, the home. We're moving away from this like whatever attitude from the Gen X things I've been talking about, and leaning into the gravity of parental bonds. It's the biological security provided by a present, loving parent, and it acts as a shield against that scarcity tunnel that I've been talking about, where you get so wrapped up in these basic human needs that you have to get met. You can't grow or thrive or break out of those generational bonds that get passed down from generation to generation. So a present loving parent is protection against that scarcity tunnel. And science and ancient wisdom both say we have a responsibility to the next generation. A child's success isn't determined by their toys or tutors. It's determined by the stability and bond that they have with you. Today, we look at the neurobiology of attachment and the spiritual calling of parenthood. All this week, I've been talking about like career skills, problem solving, community, but today I want to talk about this special light that I see in children. I don't know if you know that, just this, how much joy and excitement and energy they have, and as you get older, all that is dimmed, and it's so precious, and you want to protect that special light that children have for as long as you can. So we have the role of keepers of that flame. Parenting isn't just a series of tasks, it's the architecture of a human soul. The bond you build today is the blueprint that they will use for every relationship they have for the rest of their lives. Let's talk about this heavy and holy responsibility of being a parent. In the news this morning, I saw developmental psychologists sounding the alarm on the resilience gap. As soon as I said that, I wonder if it brought anything to your mind, a resilience gap. I was going to look that up here. So the resilience gap in children particularly highlighted, it mostly came about during the COVID-19 pandemic. And I mean, we've all seen, and we knew it was happening as it was happening, children being shut off from each other, people being locked down in their homes, the lack of socialization and community was, churches were shut down. You guys, it really damaged a whole, even adults. The children feel it and are expressing these gaps in their resilience, but adults are too, especially young adults and people who had previous mental health issues too. Let's see, I wanted to read something. I was using duck.ai because my search engine sometimes is DuckDuckGo, and I use their AI to look this up. It was talking about the importance of support networks to create this resilience in children. Research emphasizes that children's resilience is closely linked to the resilience of the adults in their lives. Strong social connections and supportive relationships are crucial for fostering resilience in children and in each other, I have to say, in your marriage, in your home, and in your children. Parents and caregivers are encouraged to maintain friendships among themselves and support networks which can positively influence their children's ability to cope with challenges. So it's been proven now, just recently, a lot more mental health issues in our children and young adults. And I know that being depressed makes you want to withdraw within yourself, but it's really those social connections that will keep you more resilient, help you bounce back when you do have those periods of depression or anxiety, whatever's going on. As the world becomes more digital and disconnected, children are showing higher rates of anxiety and lower executive function. But the data is clear. Children who have at least one stable, emotionally available parent are thriving despite the chaos. This isn't about being a perfect parent, it's about being a present parent. Your presence is the primary factor in their protection. So, here's a little bit of psychology behind it. To understand the power of the parental bond, we have to look at the still face experiment. Have you all heard of this? I I don't know if it was this experiment, but when my son was a baby, we participated in a research study that I think I invalidated, because we were supposed to sit with him on my lap facing away from me, and I forgot what we were supposed to do, or I was supposed to like remain neutral, and that's what this experiment was. And but he would look at me and I'd look at him and I'd like gesture my eyes like, hey, that's the thing you're supposed to be looking at, but he's looking at me. I think I might have been part of this experiment. Anyway, the still face experiment, it was pioneered by Dr. Edward Tronick at Harvard. In this study, a mother interacts naturally with her infant, then suddenly becomes still-faced and unresponsive. Within seconds, the infant becomes distressed, trying every tactic to win back the connection. I have actually seen videos of this, so it wasn't the same thing I was involved in. I do remember seeing videos of this. So the baby is trying everything in their power to regain that connection, that facial expressions from their mother, the engagement. And when the child fails, they become physically broken. You can see them just like have almost physical pain resulting from that lack of connection with their mom. This proves that parents' emotional engagement isn't just a nice thing to have, it's a biological necessity. Consistent, responsive bonding regulates a child's nervous system, allowing them to move out of that survival mode and into discovery mode. Like I said, that tunnel vision where you can't grow or create or develop better things in your life. So this is how you can prevent that scarcity tunnel that I was talking about. And how I was talking yesterday about Dr. Gottman's bids for connection research between partners or spouses. This is also, that goes for your children too. They're always bidding for your connection. How you respond to it will create that better, more stable relationship between the two of you. So I also wanted to bring in what the Bible has to say. The scientific reality mirrors what's been written for millennia. In Proverbs 22:6, we are told to train up a child in the way he should go. Even when he is old, he will not depart from it. This isn't about teaching rules. It's about training their heart. And you can train them towards personal responsibility, integrity, instilling those valuable personality traits within them for their life. And I mean, having been in therapy, it's like once you get to a certain age, you're almost on autopilot. So it's like really, this Bible truth is so true, so provable from a psychology standpoint. Anyway, in Ephesians 6:4, parents are cautioned not to provoke their children to anger, but to bring them up in discipline and instruction. This suggests a balance. The discipline provides the fence for safety. Like, I had an idea on this. Yeah. So discipline, when the Bible says discipline and instruction, discipline is that fence for safety, like what you can't do. This is what you can't do. And then the instruction provides the light for their path. So this is what you can do. So it's giving boundaries and guidance. The Bible is so true and so balanced in this. When you break it down to its individual little pieces, it's one sentence, but it has so much truth right in it for us to follow as parents. So what we do and what we not do, what our children are expected to do and what they're expected not to do, we set those boundaries. We're stewards of their lives, not owners of them. Our job is to kind of like decrease with time so that their light, that light that I talked about in children, can grow. So anyway, I love it. I love my children so much. I wish I knew all this 28 years ago. That would be nice. But you do just get wiser with time and experience. So all you first-time parents, just know you're going to mess up. Second-time parents, you know you're going to mess up. If you have 7 children, just know you're going to mess up. We all are growing and learning. Show yourself some grace. So your child's watching how you solve problems, how you treat your spouse, and how you take responsibility for your mistakes. The bond is the bridge that carries those lessons into their heart. If that bond is weak, the lessons will just fall to the wayside. If that bond is strong with your children, then they can carry anything. They can learn anything. They can grow. So your homework today is to spend 10 minutes of undistracted time with your child. No phones, no teaching, just being present. And I don't know, I had some resources here. One that I was really excited about that I love, coming from Colorado, because I know they're headquartered down in Colorado Springs. I've been by their building several times. I even stopped once, but I think something was closed that I wanted to do. I forgot what it was. Our homeschool group went down to, I think, Garden of the Gods, and then we were going by Focus on the Family, and we stopped in, and something wasn't happening, or maybe it was a holiday or something. I can't remember. It was closed for some reason. So I have never been inside the building. FocusOnTheFamily.com, you can look up. They have a parenting section. Explore our practical and research-based parenting advice from a Christian perspective. And then you can sign up for a Clubhouse magazine. Kids love getting mail. If you have a kid who wants to get something in the mail, sign them up for this Clubhouse magazine. There's podcasts also hosted on that website, but Focus on the Family also has a YouTube channel, and plenty, huge resource, you guys. Just check it out. The other thing I wanted to talk about was, it's called Harvard's, it's not Harvard's, it's called Center on the Developing Child at Harvard University. They have this 5 steps for brain building. It's called Serve and Return, and I believe it is very much like the Bid for Connection that I've been talking about the last couple days. So, child-adult relationships that are responsive and attentive with lots of back and forth interactions build a strong foundation in a child's brain for future learning and development. So, I also saw on their YouTube channel, it's Center on the Developing Child at Harvard University. They have an actual video that has the 5 steps for brain building, serve and return. It just increases their social and cognitive skills, and it lays a foundation for future relationships. That serve and return. Let's see, there was something I didn't look up that was suggested. It's called Circle of Security International. It's an organization that provides a specific reflection program for parents to help them understand their child's emotional needs and how to provide a secure base for them to explore the world. Just create a safe environment for your children to be able to create, explore, develop their relationships. Like I said, you can get into this like tunnel vision of the very bare basic that you're focusing on, and then you're not allowed to. You don't have the energy available to grow, learn, expand, experiment with things, what works, what doesn't work, create a better environment, reach outside of yourself, that external locus of control instead of an internal locus of control. So that's all I had to talk about today. I hope that something helped someone and that you continue to grow and learn and become more of the wonderful person you are. So the world is better with your light in it. And I am so happy you watched and you got this far in the video. Hopefully something I said helped. So you have a wonderful day, and I will see you tomorrow. Until then, remember, you're the Lord's precious ones. Okay, bye.